Hey gamers, Rick here for Game Trade Media. We're with Matt talking about Mysterium.
Mysterium, with Halloween coming,
Right.
It's a nice spooky take on modern board gaming.
Absolutely. This game again is a guessing game for the most part?
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be a basically we're trying to solve a murder mystery. Ooh. So I have 3 psychics who have shown up to this haunted mansion, and we have the ghost here, Rick, who is going to try and show the psychics what happened to him.
And how am I going to do this?
So Rick's not going to be able to speak at all. Ghosts, as we know, don't talk.
Right.
Ghosts are able to send these psychics visions. So the ghost, Rick, has a bunch of these vision cards. So these are all original kind of spooky artwork, and they all have multiple different things, like the little skeleton dog and the vampire, or these people are walking out of a giant fish. So they've got a lot of things going on. They're not super specific. You're never going to find a card that is a knife in someone's back. Like, it's
Right.
not that clear cut.
Very abstract.
Exactly. So he's going to send the psychics visions, trying to help them first guess a suspect, a location, and an object used in the killing.
Okay.
Once each psychic has assembled their kind of scenario, what they think it is, these psychics will then, as a group, try and figure out which one of those 3 is correct.
Okay.
So.
And this is on a timer.
Yeah.
Correct?
So every time you give us these dreams, you're going to flip the sand timer, and we only have that much time to make
guess
our
each
guesses. And what's more, we've only got till morning here to get the suspects right and try and come to a conclusion.
Right. Okay.
So.
And now, which psychics did we bring to the table today?
So we brought the purple Lady Sinclair psychic, the blue, very dapper gentleman, and then the yellow kind of, she has her crystal on the pendant. So we have up to 6 psychics, as well as the ghost. So you can do 7 players in this.
Oh my lord. That's awesome. And so these are our psychics. They're at the mansion. They're going to solve my murder.
They're going to try.
All right. So now you said I have to give you these vision cards, correct?
Yeah, so Rick the ghost has 7 cards in his hand. He can give, he has to give at least 1 card to each psychic. He can give multiples if he's trying to steer us in a particular direction. So right now behind this screen, there's pockets back there, and he's got 1 of each of these rows here for each character. So he's going to try and steer us towards the suspect to start. So whenever you're ready, you can start handing out these, and then, like we said, ghosts can't talk. When it comes time to determine if this is the right guess or not, he's going to answer by knocking. So 1 knock for no, 2 knocks for yes. If you get it right, we'll move to the location, and then eventually object. If you get it wrong, I'll have to take another shot. The best part is, while we're guessing, the other psychics can kind of wager on whether or not they think that you are correct.
So the purple lady will get those 2 cards.
Purple lady gets 2 cards.
Yes.
So she's got... this is a very kind of verdant scene. A lot of greenery. Some things going on. Looks like rabbits in a whirlpool. So if we look here, we've got a sculptor, a barber, a police officer, a baker, and a race car driver.
And 2 to the yellow woman.
2 to the yellow psychic. Another very colored selection here. So the question is, as a psychic, you're trying to figure out... Blue, very blue. As a psychic, you always need to try and figure out now, what matters here? Is the color of the vision important? Is it the content of the vision? Is it any number of things? We can go ahead and flip that.
Here we go.
So yellow has these kind of yellow things with books. Oh man, this is not super easy. But there's this gold medal here on the race car driver. Maybe that has something to do with this kind of golden tone presented overall. For purple, we've got a very kind of green and verdant scene. And sometimes you have to look closely at these cards because they could be keying off something, fairly subtle. But there's a sculpture here on this fountain, so maybe the sculptor. And this gentleman has a upside down umbrella that is raining from the bottom of it. And nobody here has an umbrella or rain. But this guy has his little nightstick, which could be related to an umbrella in some way. So the ghost or the psychics have all chosen yellow here and purple. They don't think blue's right. So these tokens are basically them betting, nah, I don't think you got it. And blue feels pretty good about purples.
So one thing you also have to take into consideration when playing this is based on the number of players, so 3 players, but there are 5 potential culprits.
Yes, so 2 of these are not even...
Yeah, they're red herrings.
They are just wrong. And you could have... We could guess like that. Obviously, only one of us could possibly be correct.
Right.
So a lot of times for the psychics, you want to spread your guesses out, try and get more information. So let's see how we did. So, Ghost, how did yellow do? Looks like that is not yellow's. So yellow is not the race car driver. We keep these here. How about blue? Not going great. On the plus side, both yellow and purple move up on clairvoyance here because they were right that this was not correct. These go over here and are gotten back later. And last, how did purple do? Terribly. Everyone did bad. And blue didn't get anything because he was wrong. So, a little bit of a struggle. Let's have one more vision and see if we can narrow down this culprit. So you refill your hand, and you can send another vision to each psychic. And these visions can they'll build on these existing cards, so maybe kind of steer us right where we went wrong. This ghost is very tormented that no one has been able to figure out who killed him.
I will give to the blue.
So blue, to join his upside down umbrella, gets rat in top hat in market stall. Let's go with that.
And to the purple woman.
Is it purple woman? Chimney Sweep on flying bicycle. A famous contemporary impressionist art.
And
piece.
yellow.
Yellow, speaking of art, painting flowers. Okay, so yellow, we had guessed the race car driver. That was not correct. There are brushes here in this paint thing. Makes me wonder about this badger hair brush from the barber. Let's give it a shot. Blue, rat with the top hat. Blue is not the police officer. So the only other, there's 2 people wearing hats. We'll come back to blue. The chimney sweep, I feel like he has a mustache. Does he actually have a mustache? He may have a mustache, and his little brush kind of looks like the police officer's. Oh, it kind of looks like his mustache. We'll go with that. Blue's struggling. Blue thinks that it could be the other person with a hat.
Wow.
So, Ghost, send us the vision.
All right.
Or tell us about your vision.
Okay, so for the yellow,
No second knock?
No second knock.
Boy. Not doing great.
for the blue.
So, blue, being correct, takes their suspect, tucks it into their little envelope here, and advances to the location. And last, purple. Aha! Statistically, I was going to get some of these right. So at this point, 2 of our 3 psychics have advanced. The next round, you would be giving clues. These guys lose all their visions here, the ones that got it right. These are discarded. Yellow would spend another turn trying to figure out the suspect,
Right.
while these 2 start on the location. And we are also, I should say,
2 hours ahead.
Yeah, we're at 3 o'clock right now.
Yes.
3 o'clock. If by 7 a.m. we are all sitting here ready to start the epilogue, having advanced through the various stages. At this point, we'll each have a 3-card collection in our envelope.
Yes.
So what are the cards that we should have per character here?
Okay, so purple should have the race car driver.
Yep.
The terrarium with the fountain.
Okay.
And the razor blade.
The razor blade. Okay.
Yellow should have the sculptor,
Sculptor.
who is also an artist.
He is.
The little girl's room with the doll.
This one.
This one right here.
This one.
And then the rope.
That is grim.
And then the blue one should have the lady with the bonnet.
Yep.
The room with the mirror. And then the clock.
All right. So all of these are cleared away for the final vision. So we have basically 3 how it could have happened scenarios here. All the others we've determined are not correct. We've also, through clever use of our clairvoyance tokens here, advanced to different stages. So this is where our psychics are currently sitting. You have the little under tokens with the numbers.
These ones?
Yes, sir. So, suspect pool number 1 would be the race car driver in the terrarium with the razor. Suspect pool number 2, the sculptor in the little girl's room with the rope. This is why it is 10 plus. And suspect number 3, we of course have the bonnet lady in the arrest room with a clock. So our ghost now, having narrowed it down, is going to select one of these 3 as the actual culprit. And he will put that token face down here on the board.
I shall.
Then he's going to prepare one final vision. It's going to be 3 cards. 1 should point to the location. 1 should point to the suspect. 1 should point to the item. He's going to shuffle those 3 cards up, and he's going to present them one at a time. Now the catch here, this track that we've dealt with a little bit, blue is going to have to guess after the first card, because they don't have very good intuition.
Right.
Yellow gets to wait until the second card. Purple gets to wait until the third. Now, none of us know which of the 3 cards relates to which of the 3 elements. So it's tricky. So,
Are we ready?
yeah, we are ready.
All right, so the first card.
That is a doozy. So it is what? Tigers in heaven playing with a flying carpet? I mean, that's maybe how I would go with it.
And this is yellow, or I'm sorry, blue.
Blue has to guess
with 1 card.
right now. Tigers have sharp claws, kind of razor-like. Rugs are made of rope. I don't see anything that suggests clock, but maybe this isn't the one to relate to that. Sculptors, I don't see rugs featured prominently anywhere. So maybe he's gonna go for... Oh, there's a rug, I think. So yeah, blue's gonna go here, number 2.
Okay.
Let's see another card.
The next card for
Yellow.
the yellow player.
Slingshotting feathers. That's all I can call that. Slingshot feathers. It's very easy to steer yourself down the wrong avenue.
is,
You're
and-
like, oh, like, yeah, I mean, I can make anything match that.
And once we go through this, I'm going to actually tell you why I picked them, because this is where you get that
Absolutely.
abstract thinking and everything.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a rope, and there's the slingshot kind of thing, but there's also the ribbon of his medal. I mean, I'm really worried that we're not going to give this ghost any peace. All right, let's see the last
And the
one.
final card for the purple player.
This is also easier when you have multiple heads thinking of things, because
Yes.
now I'm completely in my own head. Oh, but see, an axe. But there's also a rope. This card. Come on, ghost. Throw us a bone. There's a fraying rope. There's axes. We're going all in.
Okay.
You think it's number 2?
All right.
How did we do?
It was number 2.
Yes.
All right. Now, so you heard what his mind was thinking when it came to this first card.
So I think that was the item, the location, and I guess that has to be the suspect, but I don't know if I'm right at all.
Okay. So this right here is the suspect for me.
Ah, okay.
Because a sculptor, an architect type
Building the castle.
So the building of the castle in the background.
Sure.
But I also, much like you said, the rug in the image
Yep.
could have been there too. But I was thinking the builder for this one.
Sure.
For this one, when I see a slingshot, I think of a child's toy, a child's room.
Sure.
All right. And this one right here
The rope.
is absolutely the rope.
Yep.
So, and if you were to think about this, the darkness that this all represents is the ghost could have been a child, and the man did very bad things.
It is any number of
could have
outcomes.
been, but it wasn't. It was actually me, Rick, killed in the child's room where I store all my toys. So
in the board game room.
in the board game room.
So that's Mysterium.
It's
a
so good.
great cooperative experience with a little bit more structure, and you kind of have that kind of creepy Halloweeny vibe. So going into the holidays, it's a great game to play with family. It's also a great game for Halloween, things like that too.
Yeah. I actually played this on Friday the 13th.
Oh, perfect.
With some friends of mine. We all got together and we played this game and some other games that were very thematic to Friday the 13th, October, Halloween. And
Another fun thing the ghost can do is you can knock for yes or no. You can also use a little bell.
Oh,
Like you can kind of, and I've seen this played where you light candles. You kind of really build up that sort of seance atmosphere.
Right.
Kind of get nice and creepy. You can definitely take it, to whatever extent you'd like to.
Perfect. So there you have it. Matt,
Yep.
again, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
This has been Mysterium, and Mysterium is by
Libellud.
Libellud. That is a name.
Yes.
You can pick this up now at your local game store. So go to your local game store, wherever that may be, grab Mysterium, have a wonderful Halloween, and many other nights of play with it with your
Absolutely.
friends. I'm Rick. This has been Game Trade Media, and we'll see you at the game store.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media, leave a like, and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.